A very good evening and a warm welcome to all the crypto buddies. I would like to welcome you all to the land of cryptoverse. I'm Rekha Khan, your host for the webinar. And we have with us today Mr. Devi Prasad Chaudhary, who is a strong blockchain futurist, joining us for the webinar. Today, we're going to be talking about blockchain technology and its underlying innovations. Devi Prasad is going to be taking us through this beautiful presentation. Now that you have joined, you would notice that you all are in mute. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please write them on the chat section. At the end of the webinar, we shall be holding a Q&A session where all the queries of the participants would be answered by our speaker. From the creator of Odin, MCX, IEX, here is yet another credible and exchange-neutral platform a user can rely on while walking towards the path of crypto and blockchain understanding. Starting from education to the latest news, all covered under one super app, CryptoWire. From a novice to a professional trader, every market participant can have a slice of information readily available on the touch of their fingers. Let me first walk you through the world's first crypto university, Crypto TV, and CryptoWire services. We all know that crypto and blockchain ecosystem is emerging at an immense speed. And to keep a track of all the events, prices, and news looks to be difficult. So what if we have an app like our buddy who works with us, thinks like us, and responds to what we expect? Yes, you heard me right. Our own global crypto super app, CryptoWire. Let me take you through the app briefly. Here is a global crypto super app. Let's start with the homepage of the app, which covers all the three pillars: Crypto University, Crypto TV, and CryptoWire services. Under the CryptoWire services, we have rolled out India's first global index of cryptos, IC15, yet another feather in CryptoWire's hat. It tracks the performance of the top 15 cryptocurrencies globally based on market capitalization. Crypto enthusiasts and crypto traders can take informed decisions based on IC15. Under the Wire Watch, in this section, we can monitor the best exchange to buy and the best exchange to sell a particular cryptocurrency. In the center of the screen, you can monitor the arbitrage opportunity available between the two exchanges for the same cryptocurrency. There are more than 350 plus cryptocurrencies listed on our platform, along with 70 plus crypto exchanges worldwide. Coming to Crypto TV, it's an exclusive 24/7 IPTV covering everything on crypto and blockchain ecosystem. It's currently available in 4 different languages: English, Hindi, Gujarati, and Marathi. Talking about our third vertical, which is the Crypto University, being the world's first digital university to offer courses on crypto and blockchain. You can find the best courses offered by MIT and University of Michigan at a single click of the app. With this, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, Mr. Devi Prasad Chaudhary. Mr. Devi Prasad Chaudhary comes with over 2 decades of experience in diverse industries like banking, finance, blockchain, and crypto assets. And he has been a part of few startups. He is currently working as a delivery manager at Legato Health Technologies. And he is an advisor at 7 Pixels and Robo Finance. He is also a visiting faculty member at IIM Kolkata and IIIT Lucknow for the blockchain and crypto asset. His rich experience in the crypto world comes from his major stints as a co-founder at Karma.network and CEO at TradeSprite. He has also been associated with Infosys, ICICI, and Tata in their finance and banking operations. His rich experience has also helped him in kickstarting startups like Village Laundry Services and Happy Feet and Parivar Tree. Join me in welcoming Mr. Devi Prasad Chaudhary for today's webinar. Hi, sir.
Hi, Rekha. Thanks for that intro, and thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure to connect with you all. Okay, hello everyone. How are you all doing?
Great. I think all of them are on mute.
Okay. So we will have the Q&A session at the end, and I'll do my presentation now. That's how we are going there?
Right, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen and we shall get started. Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, sir, we are able to see it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. And it's quite, interesting. And I'm always delighted to speak about blockchain and crypto anywhere for that matter. And thanks for taking out time and joining this webinar. I know most of you must be knowing a little bit or little more than me as well about blockchain and crypto. But whatever, as per the topic, I would like to present here some of my thoughts, okay, so far. And this is kind of over 7 years I've been in this segment. And something fascinated me to look into this technology is that in one of my past stint in Infosys, I was managing the client Airtel Money, okay, for their Africa operations. And that business is more into mobile e-commerce, and everywhere it was e-cash, okay. And simultaneously, I see there's emergence or advent of cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. So what's the relevance, right? And you deposit your money, e-cash is generated, and here probably the starting point of knowing anyone Bitcoin is nothing is there behind that, but there is a currency, right? So these are the two side of the coin which I got exposed more than 7 years back, okay? And a lot of contemplations. It is not a easy journey though, because this technology has, disrupted the whole game of money, okay? What is money and how money has been since ages. And this technology brought us all of a sudden a new form with a lot of new attributes in money. And that made all of these evolution around this technology so far, okay, over probably more than a decade since Bitcoin came into play. This technology has that, capability to disrupt major industries, major use cases, and lot of, the way we use our money in a day-to-day business or personal use, whatever it is, okay? Now, having said that, overall, if you see, your money is being disrupted, and also all the existing use cases are now being disrupted. Now, I will take you through, a little bit fundamentals about blockchain, and then we will go through the use cases and some of the interesting innovations or, interesting or more futuristic use cases, which will definitely give you an insight that how this technology is playing to disrupt major industries or sectors around us. In whichever field we are in, this is going to help and leverage creating value for the organization or for the users of that product or services. Okay. Now, before that, let's see a glimpse of, it's not just about blockchain, we need to be excited about. There are so many other technologies also we should be excited about. Now, I see in a different lens altogether all these emerging technologies around us, okay? And every technology has some sort of significance, what we do or what we try to solve in our day-to-day life as an entrepreneur, as a manager, as a user, whatever definition you take, okay? In this case, these 4 emerging technologies you're seeing on your screen is actually literally, disrupting a lot of sectors or industries. Now, Internet of Things, too easy to remember, is this technology, it just feels, okay? And the market size, I'm not worried about the numbers. But having said that, today the disruption is such a way that every expression of human being, or how we the emotional quotient of human being is actually disrupted by these emerging technologies. Okay. Now you see, Internet of Things is something it feels. So you embed this technology into a machine, it will feel, it will read, it will understand what it goes through. You put this technology on your refrigerator, it will track the temperature. It will track what is going wrong. If something is triggered problem, immediately it can send out a message to the maintenance guy. Okay, that's the crude way of understanding this technology. Blockchain, it just remembers. It's a database. You give whatever it is, it will store. It doesn't mind. There's no bias to that. Whether it will save for you any data and not save for me, no, it is not. It just remembers, simple. Okay, let us make everything simple. Artificial intelligence, the brain. The extent of things, what we were thinking always, yes, we have been thinking, but always we felt that machine can do a lot of mundane activities in much better way, or probably, we are experiencing now a lot of AI-driven algorithms in various fields and various segments, various sectors, right? In taking decisions. Why it is able to, or it is enabling decision making? Because it has the ability to think. That's artificial intelligence for you. Now, all of these things, fine. I felt, I remembered, I thought, but who will protect me? I need an insurance, right? And that is cybersecurity. Now, with this if you see the 4 dimension or the 4 tangent in this technology, is definitely each one of them are in hot trends. Okay, they are trending, and blockchain is not everything. But then, why such a significance blockchain has got? It's precisely blockchain is the technology which can leverage the exit route for all of these technologies. It can transfer value which is being created in each of these technologies to all of us instantaneously at a transaction level. I come and repair that refrigerator, I get paid instantaneously from a wallet, and it understands that the refrigerator has been rectified. No more person has to transfer money. Again, my wallet can trigger a payment to me. This is kind of, utopic moment. We will go there, right? But this is precisely what I wanted to share with you all, that blockchain is precisely a technology which will enable lot of value transfer, which value or the value which is being created in each of these technologies or emerging technologies. And that is the way forward. Okay. Now with that, we will see, what exactly the blockchain per se, the technology, right? So it's a technology we know all. It is open. Anybody can download, anybody can use it. There is no certificate will be asked or license will be asked, whether you're 18-year-old or 6-year-old or 10-year-old, no problem. It just records transaction, okay, between 2 parties efficiently in a verifiable and permanent way. Verifiable means the audit is being done and the transaction goes through. And once the transaction goes through, you can't edit or delete. Now, further evolved is it's a distributed digital ledger. Distributed means every transaction or copy of that transaction, each one of us can have simultaneously. And the moment anything is being updated, each one of us ledger gets updated. As simple as that. It is which uses peer-to-peer consensus. Its consensus is nothing but the accounting part. Okay, how it is being verified. And blockchain has its own type of consensus. I'm not going to speak more deep dive into that, but just understand it's a process to verify a transaction. And we all have lived through our life. Every transaction we do in a day-to-day life, there is a verification process, either digitally or manually, right? Within a decentralized network, to validate transaction and hashing algorithm. The hashing algorithm let us not make any jazz things about it. You just need to remember your fingerprint is your hash of your body. Your body has probably billions of DNA and genomic data, but your fingerprint is the hash of it. And imagine what kind of data your fingerprint carries. We just feel that it's a biometric for the usage of biometric, your fingerprint is, but your hash of your body is your fingerprint. And then the cryptography comes, which is again, the hashing algorithm is kind of part of your subset of cryptography only, which enables the security part or enables the immutability part on blockchain and link them. They link the data one after another and make it a chronological chain of records. With that, the data is being saved in a particular block, and block is connected with each other like a rail, like a train. Okay, so that's blockchain for you. Confused, complicated, fine. Cryptography establishes the security part of it, immutability part of it, and human logic is basically the transaction. If you merge both, that's blockchain for you. So this definition I really liked, which is given by Dr. Abel Sanchez from MIT. Now, we all would have come across, Bitcoin some or other way. Some of you might be new. Some of you might be very much aware about Bitcoin. Some of you already would have some positions in Bitcoin. But what exactly it is? It's world's first cryptocurrency. It works because of world's first public blockchain. Now, the first slide says that it's underlying innovations. Okay, this is the first innovation you must give or have that gratitude, which could happen because of this technology, because the underlying technology is blockchain. What it does, it just allows you to send and receive value from anywhere in the world without any intermediary, and you just need a computer and an internet connection. So you just see how all of a sudden the behavior of money is being redefined. Okay, there's nothing new. The value has been exchanged across the globe in past as well. But today it has become digital. And if you have a computer and internet connection, you can literally transfer value. So why is it revolutionary? So unlike every other tool to send money we have seen in past, right? You need a middleman and you need a corporation. Suppose I have to send money to a different country, then I have to go through a bank. Bank has to connect with an sending bank, acquiring bank, intermediary bank, you call whatever name it is. Multiple bank will talk to multiple countries' bank, and finally the transaction will pass through. But this is the first digital payment infrastructure, okay, which is completely open and public. So the rails has been given across the globe. You go wherever you want, or you transfer value wherever you want. No middleman, no Swift code, nothing. You just need the recipient's address, where to send, you can send. That's the disruption, okay? But having said that, we already had a public infrastructure of payment anyways, in past as well. So why is this revolutionary? Because this is digital. In past, the public infrastructure for payment is nothing but your cash. Cash, how you transact. You need only two people. You don't need a bank. You don't need any internet or anything for that matter. I have cash, I give it to you. Now, literally that activity of transferring or handing over cash from one person to another as a peer-to-peer value transfer, Bitcoin does it digitally, as simple as that. Now, with this, what happens is we need to also understand, what are the functions of money? We always have understood functions of money is kind of, whenever we try to buy some product or take some service, or somebody has rendered service, this is a tool or medium where we can get that done, or as a settlement to that transaction. That is human logic, right? So money also tells you that how much you have to settle for a transaction, correct? So one is your unit of account. That is, it tells that how much you have to settle. Another is medium of exchange, that this is a settlement layer, okay, and which brings finality to a transaction. The moment you give money, the transaction gets finalized. Store of value, we keep money for our future savings or security, whatever. So store of value is nothing but anything you store, the value appreciates. It can be your land, house, any goods, metals, for that matter. Money has that attribute in it, but we never realized. Along with these three, there is another attribute is also there embedded, but that is we are not aware of it, or probably consciously we have never sensed it. Okay, unconsciously we know it is there, but we never bothered. We never connected that attribute to money, and that's system of control. Now, system of control is nothing but your intermediaries, your banks. There is always a camera switched on when you do a value transfer, as simple as that. You need to comply with KYC, AML, FEMA regulation. That is for India, for different countries, different regulations. That is system of control. Whether it has helped, the system of control has helped, not helped, no right or wrong answer. Why? If it has helped, yes, we can see today the efficiency, the way we settle a transaction is phenomenal. Click of a button, I can transfer to you over a phone, right? But I cannot send the same speed to a different country. I need to go through a process, submit various documents, ID proofs, identity, KYCs, all those stuff, right? And that's system of control. So with that, what has happened? The financial inclusiveness among the world population is not to the optimum what it can, what it could have happened. Okay, so system of control has its own demerits. Okay, the merits are like it is probably establishing the secure way of transacting, but that secure way of doing transaction has created a lot of friction, and that friction comes with a cost. So Bitcoin solves that problem. That is the fundamental disruption with that advent of Bitcoin. Okay, now coming back to post peer-to-peer value transfer, this industry moved from just the usage of money or different form of money, evolved as a different form of money, definitely a digital asset, but it also came up with another innovation subsequently, couple of years, or not couple of years, 3 to 4 years later, after Bitcoin got launched, is the programmability part. Now, the programmability part, what it happened is if the money is digital, and if I can build something which can understand instructions and act on behalf of those instructions, then I can literally make money programmable, right? And that's what happened. With the evolution of Ethereum, this platform or this protocol helped building digital conditions in a transaction. And that is nothing but contract, right? Human logic, you brought in conditions into that digitally, okay? And enabled that as a digital contract, which is nothing but smart contract. So traditional way, always, we needed two parties. There is a physical document, rental agreement. We have to go to a third party for a solicitor or, go and get a attestation. And that's the third party who's the notarization of that document. And then the execution happened, right? But with this digital form of money and the ability of making this money to programmable, okay? There is a new disruption happened, how a human logic was dealt earlier in a physical or analog world. Now you don't need the third party, but still you can execute a contract or you can program money, okay, or program value. And that's a brilliant innovation which took this industry a greater heights, okay. There are a lot of subsequent various layers of innovation happened on top of it. Why? Because first of all, you made money digital or value digital. then you made value transfer efficient, then you made the programmability possible, and then with that programmability, lot of sectors or lot of particularly the finance and banking industry got disrupted to begin with. Okay, now it is evolving to where a lot of other industries are also getting benefit of this, and purely this programmability has played a significant role in various innovation because of this technology. Now, the stack of this technology, if you see versus internet, this technology, your internet is also peer-to-peer. Okay, your email, you send one person and that person only receives it. But however, there are networks where the routers tries how many people can connect to one of the network and that particular internet. So similarly, in blockchain also what happens is miners, nodes, those are all the playing the role of routers, and that builds the network. The left-hand side picture, if you see, blockchain is nothing but every computer is helping to write or verify a transaction and update that database. As I told, blockchain is just remembering everything, right? So every node is sending some data or verifies some data, and at the end, that data resides across those nodes and becomes a network, right? And that's where the value of network grows every year or over the time. Another disruption is that we always have seen our applications in past, what we have used is most of our data is on the application layer. We download a mobile app on Android or iOS, our information is on the application layer because we interact the data with day-to-day life, right? Facebook. Your data is in the application layer. That is where the interface is there. But in blockchain, what happens is every time the data you update or add, you cannot update literally, it is only addition, right? Because it is immutable. You cannot edit or delete. So always it is an addition or append. Now, when that happens, what happens is it goes straight to the protocol layer. And that is why it is more secured. How it works? If you see in the application stack, your Amazon, Facebook, and all is there. Here, Bitcoin, a lot of protocols or lot of dApps are, in the data is saved in protocol layer. So it's a fat protocol layer versus thin protocol layer. It's a thin application layer versus fat application layer of the web. Now, what are the applications? Because all of this, the evolution we saw, we understand now. It helped the documents to make digital because the whole game is to value transfer happens faster in a digital form, right? So first it asks is to better digitize your documents. So you come from analog world to digital world. That's the ask. And mostly it is happening now. Now you might be hearing a lot of use cases, a lot of people are working on where your school certificates, birth certificates will be issued on blockchain and it will remain digital. You scan a QR code, I can validate what is your birthday. Okay, you need not to flash your birth certificate if at all it is required. Digital trading, we all know exchanges around us. Proof of ownership, right? If my land document becomes digital, if my bike certificate or RC copy becomes digital, then it is a proof of ownership. Digital identity, if our Aadhaar also goes on blockchain, becomes digital. We know we have virtual ID of Aadhaar also now. And most of us now we keep our Aadhaar on digital DigiLocker, right? That's also a digital form. But is it secured or not? Not. Like blockchain. If you put the same Aadhaar on blockchain, then probably it is much, much more secured than what it is on DigiLocker or on any other infra per se. Now, digitization of companies, incorporation, transfer of equities. So managing the number of shares of a company, the transfer of shares, the settlement of buying and selling of those shares, everything can be digital and on blockchain. With that, what happens is you cannot edit or you cannot tweak or, so it is fraud proof. And the supply, whatever of that equity of that company is there, it is completely locked. And the value, not the value, the ownership transfer of the equity owners also after every buy and sell can happen within few minutes. Instead of we settle a transaction in stock market, what happens is it is T+1 or T+2. With that, what happens is the ownership of that share, what you bought or you sold, takes 2 days or 1 day to happen. But in this case, it can happen in minutes, or it may happen in real time. Health record management, we generally tend to give our data to hospitals, and we don't have any ownership of those information. They have the ownership basically. Now that with this technology, you can disrupt that. You can become the owner of your information. IoT home automations also can be on blockchain. As I told you, wallets can be integrated if there is a payment instructions are there that can be leveraged over there. And those automations can bring in value transfer instantaneously with the help of this technology. Now, the applications are not limited to this. There are many. So before we go to the further use cases, we need to understand this advent of Bitcoin, along with the programmability. The taxonomy of cryptocurrency evolved to be very diversified. Okay. And it can enable payment, it can enable store of value, you can program that money, you can create money such a way that it is equivalent to something. If it is gold backed, it is equivalent to gold. If it is silver backed, it is equivalent to silver for that specified unit. And if it is pegged to USD, it is equivalent to USD. If it is pegged to INR, it is equivalent to INR. Privacy is something where you do any sort of transaction, nobody can track you. It is completely anonymous. But just to clarify, Bitcoin is not anonymous. It is pseudo-anonymous. You can be easily tracked what sort of transaction you do. Digital ownership we discussed. This has, attributes of that, and decentralized utilities are various use cases, which we will see in the subsequent slides. Alternative finance, because you have got alternative forms of money. So finance is also has a choice and got disrupted. Alternative finance is nothing but your decentralized finance where, the money became digital. Then money went to custody to some exchange. Then money became non-custodial where money need not to go to anyone. You can have it, but still you can trade with it. And then people said that, okay, fine, now money is there in my wallet. What am I getting out of it? And then decentralized finance emerged, said that, okay, fine, you come and use our platform or deploy that money into use. See, any asset, unless you put into use and take risk, there is no yield. None of the asset has got yield if you don't put them into use. I buy a machinery for my company or my manufacturing unit. If I don't use it, there is no yield. It's loss. So asset having yield, that means you need to put into use. So all this evolution happened, that's great, but my money is on my custodial wallet, which is on my browser, probably on MetaMask or hardware wallet, wherever it is. But how can I generate yield out of it? That's where decentralized finance came and said that, why don't you participate in using your money into various forms of yield programs? And subsequently, you need to also leverage certain amount of risk to that. And if you have that appetite to take that risk and put your money into use, you can generate yield. That's precisely, the latest evolution or last couple of years back evolution, which stormed the complete cryptocurrency industry. It has a lot of vulnerabilities as well. I'm not saying it is a clean sheet as of now, but it's a great innovation and it's going to stay for long from here on. A lot of more and interesting developments are happening on top of it. There's a comment from NASDAQ President and CEO, cryptocurrency deserves an opportunity to find a sustainable future in our economy. And with that kind of view, you can imagine what sort of participation it is going to enable among the users on this various innovations happened, so-called various platforms, okay, is phenomenal. Now, what are those, further alternative finance beyond that? What are those blockchain use cases? Just imagine your car is on blockchain, and the proof of ownership is on blockchain. Every piece of car can be in the digital form where it can be tracked, which can help in making a lot of good decisions and robust decisions in supply chain management. How to place an order. Okay, today we have EOQ model to place order or reordering level in various manufacturing units. It can leverage a lot of efficiencies if things or the informations about the product or the assembling parts, movement information is on blockchain. Okay, and it can give you full truthful history of from where this vehicle is being made, where the products or the parts have been built, how it has been sourced, where it is moved, how long it has taken, every information. Similarly, we saw banking, financial and fintech, definitely payment industry is disrupted. With that, the lending industry also is disrupted. As I told you, yield. If you have money, you can go to decentralized finance and you can lend and you can generate yield out of it because you have an appetite to take risk. And the storage part, wherein today we keep our information in Google Drive or Dropbox thinking that it is on cloud secure, but at the end of the day, it is with Google or Dropbox, right? Now, this technology has disrupted that. You can have it saved on, projects like Filecoin or IPFS, where you need not to store anything with anyone. You can store it on blockchain. With your private key, you can have access and you have that right of that ownership of your information. Ride sharing also. Today, we all know what Uber and does. This is basically the sharing economy use case. You name it as Zomato, Swiggy, Uber, Ola, whatever it is, they are the platforms where they connect the giver and the seeker. That's all, right? And there is a price mechanism and there is a great technological infra where you can interact with the person other side. Although it is peer-to-peer, again, the actual substance in that business model is peer-to-peer. I want to buy food, I go to the hotel, I buy it, right? The owner sells it to me. I want a car, the driver has to be there. It's a peer-to-peer. But we have been living in the world with intermediaries. This technology can disrupt that. If this technology come into action for ride sharing, Uber will be out of the business. Now, when it will happen, we'll have to see. Already, a couple of them are working on this project. In India, one of them are working on this project. You will very soon hear a lot of news about it. Music streaming, amazing, right? You put streaming, you can stream your own music. Suppose you're a singer and you need not to go through media houses to channelize that, your music and create that supply chain, right? Or distribute your music into the people's phone or whatever device. You can literally create your own platform, place your music over there, and ask people to consume it. And straightforward, they can pay, and you can get your revenue top line from day one without an intermediate. Movie production also will evolve to that extent. I don't know how many of you know. I think there's one movie released or going to be released, which Kamal Hassan is doing it on Metaverse. So that's the latest news. All of these things are getting possible is because of this technology. Healthcare, again, we discussed. I'm not spending more time on that. Marketing, the best app is BAT, Basic Attention Token, where for your attention, you have been rewarded. Have you ever heard that if you have to spend time on Google Chrome, we all are spending on our mobile, probably minimum 2 to 3 hours, right? And the exaggerated number could be 9 hours for any individual. And for that, you imagine if you've been given money, that's a value, right? Because our attention is enabling one platform to make money. That is Facebook, Instagram, or whatever it is. But why not? We should be given or rewarded for that attention, what we are giving it to them, right? And that attention also has got a lot of ads which we view, right? And that is nothing but marketing of those products and services for which we don't get anything paid, correct? Now, with blockchain, what can happen is probably if I see an ad, I may be able to get paid for something, for viewing that ad, okay? So the whole marketing advertisement industry is kind of disrupted again. A lot of innovation has happened, and that is one of the best projects. Insurance, again, if a refrigerator repair can be settled instantaneously from my wallet to the person or the company who serviced my refrigerator. Insurance also, if there is any unwanted event happened, then the settlement can happen digitally. And if a digital confirmation is there of that event, then the settlement can happen, and with a lot of transparency, because any point of time you need not to carry so many documents or keeping your policy, managing those documents, not required. So claims adjudication and the other benefits of insurance, not just life insurance, it can be your burglary insurance, theft insurance, general insurance per se. Everything has kind of chance or potentially disrupt where the user can get great experience without any hassle to get any settlement. Human resource, again, your data, if it is on blockchain, with a QR code, I can verify your background verification. Yes, you're a person where you have worked so-and-so company. With a QR code, I scan it, I get everything and validate it. So the intermediary today, a lot of background verification happens. That's not required, right? So again, there will be a great enabler for bringing an efficiency in human resources process. Real estate, again, a huge use case. A lot of interesting things are happening. One is you take your analog document or titles of any properties you have to the digital world and put it on blockchain. And then with the decentralized finance, you can tokenize them, you can borrow money against that value or the asset, what you carry, digital form of that real estate. You can build a lot of business use cases on top of it, okay? People might as well, stay in your property as rental, and rental can be transferred to you intrinsically to your token, what you hold as a yield. So there are a lot of use cases are there. This can be a long duration discussion, topic. But yeah, one should, keep a eye on this sector. A lot of interesting things are evolving. Voting. If my ID is going to be my mobile number, my biometric, my Aadhaar card, and all combination of it, if it is on blockchain, then there is no duplicate of that, right? And if you cannot create a duplicate of anything, right, it is a great proof of identity for voting or supporting or vouching something, right? And this technology has that ability to do. And it has been tested. There is one more interesting use case called quadrating voting. Have you ever imagined to vote, you have to pay? Because I know it sounds very funny, but quadratic voting is something has been tested in one of the Senate in US, where the governing bodies have asked each one of them to vote on some topic or some decision making, and they've been asked to pay for their vote. If you want to give 5 votes for one cause or one reason or one decision to make, you can do, but you have to pay for it. And if I am ready to vote for something by paying, that means I have that much of conviction on my decision. Okay. And blockchain can enable that. There's a book also written, I forgot that as of now, but even Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, has given or written a blog about it, a very interesting blog. I would urge each one of you or whoever is interested to read about quadratic voting. You can just Google around Vitalik Buterin and quadratic voting. Credit history, like your money is digital, your identity is digital, your behavioral digital. So that means your wallet address is nothing but your conduct, right? What way you are conducting financial in the financial world. And that is nothing but your credit score, right? And that becomes transparent, immutable, and more trustworthy score probably we can have ever, right? Because today there is an intermediary who assesses a lot of information about you. First, you are sharing your information, your personal information, financial information, and then a score is being derived and given to you at a certain regular interval. But this technology can make it real time and eliminate the intermediaries from it. A lot of use case again is being worked upon. I personally had worked upon one of the project called Crypto Score. It didn't go through because some other challenges came in, but definitely there are other projects is being worked by some interesting and intellectual minds in India as well. Now, however, all of these developments has happened along with blockchain. We have seen the interface, how we interact on any platform or applications today is moving from Web 2 to Web 3. In Web 2, what has happened is your data is owned by somebody and you have to interact by giving a password, like your bank website, right? Money is with them, all information is with them. You have to enter by punching in your password, and then you will be able to transact, right? Web3 says that no, first everything has become digital. Now, every digital ownership you have in the form of data or value, it is with you. Now, you want to interact with various services given by various platforms. You need to just connect the wallet, then interact with the help of your data and value, what you carry in your wallet, to whatever services those platforms are providing. So the interaction happens as usual, but the ownership of data is with you. So you are now owner. There is not required to be a hostage with somebody else where your data is held by them. Imagine your Netflix subscription. You have today, Netflix never says that you have to watch Netflix only 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day or 7 hours a day. It says you can watch 24/7. Then whatever 700 or 800 or 300 we pay, is it optimally utilized? It is like asset is there at home, but we are not utilizing. Machinery is there at factory, we are not utilizing. Machine can run 24/7. Then why are we not utilizing? Then with the Web3, can I monetize my subscription of Netflix? Yes, you can. You have paid 700 rupees, you have got a subscription, 24/7 can be used. Probably the time you use it, it is for you. You can delegate that to somebody else when they want to watch it with a cost. It is like renting your subscription. How interesting it is. So based on that, you'll see a lot of such use cases will emerge down the line, because Web3, you have the wallet, the live streaming of money can happen, live streaming of content can also happen. And with that, what happens is if the content can go monetized or democratized, then your feedback to that content, establishing rewards for the loyalty to that content, community building, everything becomes very seamless and, very efficient also. So what are the use cases? There's nothing new. The same old use cases you can see in Web3 is coming back to us in a different form. Okay, with an much more evolved, right? But the use case is same. The user gets the same. At the end of the day, user gets the as an utility same. But now user is the king. User has the ownership of everything what he used to or she used to give it to the platform. No more that needs to be done, right? For Amazon, Dropbox, you can see Sia, Filecoin, Airweave, Google, Streamer, Ocean, GoDaddy, ENS, Spotify, Audius. Audius is a brilliant project. It's been doing good. I just played a few songs today morning. They've stepped up that product brilliantly. Likewise, many other projects you will see in Web3 form is actually doing well now. So the interesting innovations further, what are those? As I told, BAT is one of my all-time favorite, where it disrupted the complete advertisement, publisher, and the marketing piece of any business. Okay, it is completely digital, and the reward mechanism is so robust that the actors, whatever actions they do or they provide on this platform is being rewarded. Nothing is free of cost. No charity here. You just use their browser, you will be given back. You decide how many ads you want to see in a month or week. You can dictate that. You can say, I want to see only 5 ads. Today, YouTube has taken granted that if you have to use YouTube, you have to see some free ads by default. So it's like taking granted of the user's attention, right? Kern Network is another project where I'm very closely working with them. I'm also part of founding team. What we are trying to do is, it's a decentralized reputation system. Today, Nandan Nilekani is working on ONDC, which is Open Network Digital Commerce. The e-commerce they are trying to make in such a way that if I am a seller, I need not to go to multiple e-commerce platform and register. I'm a seller. I'm an e-commerce seller. That's it. Then if I register in one place, everywhere it should reflect. In India, that is going to come very shortly. Nandan Nilekani's team is working on it under the guidance of Government of India. Now, in that architecture, if one of you go and look at the reputation ledger, now if I conduct myself as seller or buyer, what is kind of reputation I have? Why somebody should interact with me, do business with me? I need to have certain goodwill. And that's nothing but reputation. So your reputation, the digital reputation, is a token on blockchain, which gets updated at a regular interval, like your credit score. What is your goodwill or reputation? At any given point of time, you can find out about a person or a product or a services. It's not just about person. It can be anything. It can be tangible. It can be intangible. Now, all of these things, while we talk, the lot of blockchain came, not just one blockchain, multiple blockchain came. So I have a value or I have a wallet which is connected to Ethereum, which is connected to Polygon. How will I transfer value from one blockchain to another blockchain? There you will find the project like Router. Instantaneously, you say, I want to value transfer from Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum chain. In Binance, I want to transfer Pancake Swap to Phantom USDC. It can happen in 2 minutes. That's great innovation. Today, the simple example I would give is, if I have to transfer value INR to New Zealand, I have to go through 3 banks. This will convert into USD, my INR. Then USD will get converted into New Zealand dollar. Then it will be given. Okay, or many other currencies, I don't know. So much of friction. But this technology says that fine, you just map the rail, build that architecture, set up the application, it will work. And these guys have cracked it. These guys are again from India. hats off to them. I'm really impressed with their work, where the transfer of value between blockchains are seamless and within less time. Audience, we discussed that the music streaming or monetizing your music or digital, videos or music, anything for that matter, digital medias, you can actually monetize on audience. Axie Infinity is another where people go and play games. In games, we use, if a game is about related to fight or war or games, there is some weapons we use or avatars we use. Everything you can rent, you can buy. And that's where the other project where I'm involved also, you can go and look at it. 7 Pixels, they are building the product where they want to help that if you have an NFT or a digital avatar or a weapon for a particular game, you can actually on chain rent it out to another chain or another game where somebody can use and pay rent to you. So democratizing your digital assets. Digital asset doesn't mean only Bitcoin. Digital asset could be anything which you can use it to generate certain yield. Okay, it can be anything, tangible, intangible, anything for that matter. And that's where, this whole disruption, if you see, starting from just creating a form of money which is digital, eliminating the intermediaries, to where we have come in 1 decade or more than just decade, is amazing. And the way forward is something phenomenal. Now, beyond this, what is being thought through? Metaverse. Now, the way we live in an analog world, if a product or service in analog world can become digital, then why Devi Prasad cannot be digital? Why one of you cannot be digital? You can be personally a digital person on Metaverse. As simple as that. Now, it's a persistent, live digital universe that affords individual a sense of agency. That means you can act any point of time in a contract in that virtual world as a principal and agent. Okay. There is a social presence because there is an environment where you want to position your digital identity or digital yourself. And you know where you are or which conditions you are, along with the ability to participate in an extensive virtual economy, because there will be value exchange, there will be use of resources with profound societal impact. It could be a little bit far-fetched as of now, it looks, but I see there is a possibility that this could be a part of our life down the line. As you spend more time immersing in digital or new digital world. Now, the simple example is if you see the gamers, their most of the time is to play games. Now, Twitch came where it enabled a platform where you can watch those players who play game, cheer them up, bet on them. So the economic sense has been created in Web 2 world. Similarly, in Web 3 world also, you will see we end up in creating value, exchanging value, earning all within that world. Just imagine I am a gamer and I say that I'm going to play a tournament, digital tournament, and you can bet on me. Okay. And or maybe there is a high entry fee. Probably I will monetize that. I'll say that if you contribute to that entry fee of $2,000 or $3,000, whatever I win, you will get certain percentage. This is a very simple example. There are a lot of things are being worked upon now. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily have to exist in physical world at all. It's completely online. Because you, when log into a game, you yourself is playing, but actually your identity is in the game, a name, a persona, which is being created in that game. Suppose you use, you are playing a game which is, Formula 1 race. That car which you drive in that game is your digital identity and digital you, right? So in Axie Infinity is the most interesting project I saw, or the interesting innovation, I would say, is that people are playing, saving, creating wealth, and immediately they are converting that money which they earned into their fiat currency, like a local currency, and then they go back and play over there. So there is a clear earning of value, creating value, converting that into physical analog world fiat currency, and then going back and playing and creating value. That means you got a place where you can employ yourself because you have certain skill. We have seen fibers of the world. We have seen, those freelancing platforms where certain skills has been monetized, right? Here, that is in the analog world. Here, it's a geek world. For the geeks, a value creation is seamless, transfer of value is seamless, and continuous creation of value is seamless. And that's probably everyone is betting upon currently. Billions of dollars has been spent on this sector. But just to caution, you all, don't just go by the valuations of those projects. Ensure that you do your proper due diligence. But having said that, you can't ignore this vertical. Definitely, there is a lot to come from this vertical. And the interesting projects I've given, like Axie Infinity, I said, there is Decentraland where user can create, experience, monetize their content and applications. Sandboxes where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experience. I can go and create a piece of, a person or a thing in that game. Sandbox enables that. And then I can monetize that. I can give it for rent if it is really a great utility in that particular game or some other game. Somnium space where you can buy land, build or import NFTs, like monetizing other assets, digital assets from other platform, instantly use and monetize. And our universe is shaped entirely by players. That's where you enter the multiverse. The multiverse is nothing but it's a combination of multiple metaverses. It's a little bit overboard, but yeah, this is where it is heading. Now, metaverse as as a particular vertical, if you see, the important 5 convergent to that. Okay, there is a culture digitally, like Facebook. We know what is happening there. We can meet friends, people, the other side of the anywhere in the world, and there is a culture there. We know what way we need to conduct. Right, content is there. Mediums is different, not just iPhone or Android phone. It can be AR, VR headsets. Then you have technology, blockchain. What kind of technology, which protocol it is, and then the infrastructure, the data or the information where it is stored. That is again blockchain. These 5 convergent, you need to keep in mind that this disrupts the whole digital experience of human society. If you consider in future, is going to be completely different experience and an amazing experience. That's all from my side. I would love to take questions. Sorry if I would have been a little bit faster.
Not at all. Thank you so much, sir. That was a great presentation. I would like to thank you for taking out the time and sharing your views on today's topic. I would also like to thank all the wonderful audience who have shown keen interest in learning and making informed decisions. I've got a few questions. Now I would request the Devi Prasad sir to kindly address the same. The first question that we've got is, how has blockchain helped the economy, according to you, in the past 5 years, how it was, and because of blockchain, how do you see the progress in the economy?
Well, the first point is, we have seen money value, the purchasing power of money being depleted every year. Like inflation is 9%. So you keep 100 rupees, it is reducing by 9 rupees every year. We don't realize it because the product or service, what we buy out of that money is actually you're buying less every year, right? Now, with the advent of cryptocurrency, particularly Bitcoin, disrupts that in 10 years, it has been a hedge to the inflation. That is first. If that is the case, then any person held 5 to 10% in their portfolio, this cryptocurrency, not an exaggerated number. If suppose you invest only 1 lakh a year, Even if you would have invested 10,000 in this or held in this, again, this is not an investment advice though, but this this currency or cryptocurrency has delivered that. Okay. And what is happening is with that, it mitigated the inflation. Now, our worry as any economy today, if you see the recession is looming over around us from US, it is because of inflation or stagflation. What is stagflation? Your employment goes down, your productivity goes down, your prices are shooting up. All three are happening simultaneously. But a product like Bitcoin could have mitigated if all of us would have participated, is what it tells us. And that way we will have to see in future how it plays out, whether it is sustains or not. But definitely this is going to impact how the economy is performing.
Right, sir. And what do you think? What kind of impact can blockchain actually bring to the Indian government? How, especially in the ground level in a country like us?
First of all, voting. Second, enabling. There are a lot of, as I told, the optimization, optimum uses of assets. So bring the real estate on blockchain, bring all idle assets on blockchain, infrastructures on blockchain. General public funding, what happens, they sell through bonds, could be funded by public of, India. India citizens can directly participate in a making a bridge, making of roads. And whatever toll generation or the revenue generation happens, it can come back to the people with a cut to the government. There are so many things can be done because the value transfer is so instant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Agree to it. The last question, but not the least, I'm sure you would agree, since the pandemic, the use and the availability of internet in the remote areas have also increased. So considering this, how feasible do you think it is to educate the people with respect to blockchain through the smartphones?
Use it. Use it how much ever it is possible. This is a public, programmable, open technology. You just need to believe that it can be used by anyone. So don't wait for someone to come and tell you to use it. This is not the application that somebody should market. You use it, you will go and tell to 10 people. Definitely you will tell, because you will understand what it is. We always tend to, as a human being or a citizen of any country, we feel that, okay, somebody will come, bless us, tell, okay, you use it. Okay. In 11 years, if Bitcoin has, grown to that level, or cryptocurrency awareness has grown to that level, if you see, there is no CEO of Bitcoin. There is no marketing agencies there. There is no call center is there. There is no branches are there. But still people are aware of it, and every day new people are getting aware of it. And that is why, because some people every day try to use it and learn about it. So use it.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we are trying to do too.
Yes.
Of course, with the help of you and speakers, eminent speakers like you coming on board and helping us do this more and more. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate the efforts that you're taking for the same. I think that was the last question that we had. I would thank you so much for being a part of this session today. And I would also request all the crypto enthusiasts to kindly download the CryptoWire app if not done today, and be a part of the global learning. Thank you so much, sir. It was good interacting with you.
Thank you, Rekha.
Thanks.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.
Bye.